I, Danielle, take you, Zeus, to be my lawfully wedded financial supporter. I vow to stress you the fuck out and eat off your plate for the rest of our lives. I will go through your phone in sickness and in health and accuse you of cheating whether I have found proof or not. I promise to gain weight and let myself go until you no longer want to stick your penis inside of me. When times get rough between us, I will complain more and listen less, never pray about it, and make us both look stupid by airing all of our business on Facebook. And even though I got pregnant on purpose to trap you into marrying me, I still won't tell you about all the guys I let slut me out. I vow to love you for the rest of my life and never, ever leave you. As long as you don't lose your good-paying job with benefits, or I'll leave you for someone with good dick and money. I love you.
2 years on that.
Bruh.
I mean, pussy makes the world go round.
A compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman, now that's something.
I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my ass at a bar with my friends. So
I hate the attention, but then when I feel unattractive and I don't get the attention, it's like, I don't love that either.
So,
I gotta say men are down here and women are up here.
okay, so are women equal to men or are women superior to men?
For sure, superior.
Okay. When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Bitch.
yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Ladies, if he says he's got no hoes, that means nobody wants him, so you shouldn't either.
Men think that they are the shit. Why do men think that they have to take money, or why do men think that women have to do cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, and all they do is go to work?
We control the world.
Okay. So if women control the world, why do so many people think it's a man's world? How likely are women willing to accept men for just the way they are?
Not very likely.
We want things, and we're not going to tell you what we want.
Why would you do that?
Because for the sake of being complicated.
So like, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone and I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll like put my makeup on, do my hair better than normal.
50% of adults in the United States are single.
There are a lot of cool men out here. I love the president. Let's give it up for the brothers. There's a lot of cool men out here. For the men out here. I love the president's speech saying you're looking at a feminist. What can men do leaving here? Be better. Be better at everything.
You can't win!
The men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
City boy, city boy.
Got him. We fucking got him.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. And actually, I don't think I need a long monologue this time. Oh, and don't forget, and thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing. I may need some of you to do that because I'm getting a little antsy being stuck at a certain number. Anyway, today's video is going to be about Tia Mowry's divorce from, what's his name? Let me check. Cory Hardrict. Yes. That divorce right there. Like, what happened? And, of course, his life, people get married and people get divorced. But with with that section of YouTube that I am in, we are focusing on the relationship dynamics between men and women and the marriage, then the divorce thing, and how it tends to shake out. I already did some videos about divorce and how it affects men. I know it affects women, but I just think guys take more of a hard L with that. And to prove that, we're going to listen to Tia Mowry's speech about her divorce. But before we do that, because I'm going to take two different views with this. First, I'm going to take the society, probably the female view, and dissect that a little bit. And then we're going to look at how most men are looking at her situation. And I don't have too much ill toward her. I mean, I always thought her and her sister was like down to earth women. The only thing they are, well, she was on that show called The View. I mean, it is her that's on there, right? Or is it the other one? I believe it's her. Because of that, I always had to look at her a little side eye, even though her personality, anyway, in public seems very nice and engaging and welcoming. The same thing, like I would say, of a Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm pretty sure if you met her in person, most people would like her. But is that the real her, or is that a facade that she just putting out there? But anyway, that's enough with Jada. Is that just a facade that is putting on there? I mean, I kind of don't think so, but once again, everybody has different sides to them. So anyway, let's look at this first video and hit the ground running.
Did Tia Mowry really divorce Cory for being broke?
I know you're going through something right now,
Yes,
but there's been a lot of fans who have really just showed so much love and support. What do you make of that?
I am really, I have to be honest with you, so overwhelmed.
So happy we live together. I'm excited to pay our first bill. You know the rent's due, right?
It's been a little over a month since Tia shocked her fans by announcing she'd filed for divorce from her husband, Cory Hardrict, after 14 years of marriage. And the reason why this news came as a shock was because, from the outside, Tia and Cory seemed like the ultimate relationship goals. And Tia always talked about how she couldn't imagine her life without Cory.
I see Cory as my partner in crime. You know, it's like, I'm not doing this alone.
So
he's like a part of my body. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like if it's, I can't even visualize myself, you know, without Cory.
And then on top of that, just 1 week before the divorce announcement, Tia gushed to E! News about her romantic vacation with Cory in Italy.
To be in Italy with our children and our husbands, it was just so amazing and surreal and just so wonderful.
Because the divorce filing seemed so sudden, multiple sources speculated that Cory had cheated on Tia. But we're now hearing from Tia herself that the reason she pulled the plug on the marriage was actually Cory's financial situation. Tia just threw some major shade at Cory for not contributing enough financially. And if you go to Cory's social media, you'll see that Tia's fans are now trolling him for being broke. However, others are saying that Tia's being very messy for putting Cory on blast when she spent all these years constantly gushing about him in public. So what really happened? Did Tia actually divorce Cory for being broke?
Okay, Tia Mowry seems like a happy individual. She's happy to be with her man. Now, I have to admit, going by his body language, he seems like a low-key, maybe somewhat moody individual and stuff. But hey, she was with him for 20 plus years. So, you know, sometimes opposites attract, because me and my ex-wife was opposite. So, and for the longest time, sometimes that can work, because I guess it balances, well, you balance each other out. Anyway, what they said about Tia putting the relationship business online. A year ago, I made a video about females and even women doing that thing of like a smear campaign of their man while they are in the relationship with their guy. Now, supposedly she never did it when they was in a relationship. So I give her kudos for that, but the only bad thing is if a woman or even a guy, but look, I don't experience this with women, is talking about you a lot online, even if it's good, eventually that same energy that she's doing with talking about you good, that can also go bad when things go south and the smear campaign begins. And I don't think it's right that a lot of females or women do that. I think with my last breakup, that's why I kind of went to social media, because I didn't know what she was going to say, because I know what I experienced with the last person, even though I wasn't right in what I kind of did neither. But I don't know. I'm always like, if you wouldn't like it done to you, then don't you do it to somebody else. Anyway, and also they say the thing about him being broke or finances in relationships. Yes, money can be a big thing. I know it was heavy in my relationship, and I do have to give her credit. I mean, she put up with a lot with me, which I wasn't doing on purpose, but sometimes it was just a struggle trying to keep her happy, trying to focus on making money and getting the right job, but also having enough time for her. It just eventually became like draining, even though if I had to do it again, I probably would have still did the same kind of way, because I liked the time that we spent together. It was just, I can see how that was probably a mistake. Maybe I should have sacrificed in the beginning to enjoy later. In so many words.
What does this next chapter of life look like for you?
Authenticity.
What does that mean?
I think authenticity, it's very magical. When you are living in your truth and your honesty, I feel like amazing, wonderful things happen.
On October 4th, Tia shared a black and white photo of her and Cory on Instagram and announced they had decided to go their separate ways. Tia explained that the decision was difficult and sad, and claimed that she and Cory will maintain a friendship and continue to co-parent their 2 children. However, she didn't offer any reason for the decision. Of course, the tabloids immediately started speculating that Cory had cheated on Tia, and some fans started picking apart old interviews for clues that Cory was never as invested in the relationship as Tia.
And that's just, everything's not perfect. Marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work. I'm
is.
not here. Let me.
Go ahead. I love you too. Today.
Yeah, even though she get on my damn nerves.
You get on my damn nerves.
Why do you say that in the interview, man? Jeez, that's not a good look. And of course, she recovered. In a way, he was wrong with that one.
But that's a part of a relationship,
Cory, however, quickly shut down cheating rumors. And after one fan commented on a recent photo of Cory, Tia, and the kids, writing, "He cheated on her," Cory replied, "Lies." As for Tia, she was initially sharing some cryptic messages on Twitter about loving yourself and understanding your worth, but she didn't comment directly on the reason she filed the divorce papers. However, it looks like Tia has now changed her mind about keeping things private, because based on her recent social media activity, she's dropping hints left and right that finances played a big role in her decision to divorce Cory. By the way, Tia met Cory at a bus stop back in the late 90s, and she started dating him when he was still a struggling actor. So a lot of people are now speculating that Cory used Tia for his come-up, and that she finally got tired of supporting him financially.
I was waiting on the bus stop. I was shot my first film. Her sister and her drove by. They saw me waiting. They asked me to give me a ride. I was just like embarrassed. I was downtown. Yeah. They gave me a ride, and we were friends ever since. Oh, cool. Took me to Inglewood. So that's how that relationship started. And we were friends, and we just started dating or nothing. And then it just went from there. And I was just real, man. Yeah.
However, it's not exactly fair to say Tia dumped Cory for being broke, because he's actually far from it. In fact, according to Celebrity Net Worth, Cory has a net worth of $3 million that he racked up over 15 years working in TV and films, and that's just $1 million less than Tia's $4 million net worth. So what probably happened is that Cory didn't contribute as much to the household as Tia did. And since Tia helped Cory when he had nothing, this must have caused a lot of resentment on Tia's part. And Tia herself has now pretty much confirmed this theory because she was recently caught liking and commenting eyes emoji on a video shared by motivational speaker Lee Hammock, who works on bringing awareness to narcissistic personality disorder and toxic partners. The video Tia commented on reenacts a situation when a toxic partner refuses to pay the bills, and the caption reads, "Some toxic people will refuse to contribute around the home in any way."
So happy we live together. I'm excited to pay our first bill. You know the rent's due, right? Who on earth is excited to pay bills? And what do you mean together? I mean, you live here, so you're not gonna pay it. Wait, what? So what would you do if I wasn't living here with you? What would you do? I would pay the rent and all the bills. Exactly. So why do you need me to pay the rent and the bills if you can do it by yourself? It was your idea. It was your idea to move in together, so you're not gonna help pay any bills. You know I'm in between jobs. You know I done put in 5 applications. And why'd you move in with me with no? So why you gonna kick me out? I thought you loved me. Love don't keep the lights on, but love keeps our relationship on. Is that not worth anything to you? It's worth something to me, but I'll have a job within the next 6 to 12 months. 6 to 12 months? What am I supposed to do till then? Do what you do if I wasn't here. Duh, you said it earlier. What?
Tia's fans are now saying they're glad Tia finally realized her worth and left Cory because she's been carrying that whole relationship for years, and she probably stayed with him for so long because she hoped he'd step up eventually. In my opinion, if she's liking and commenting on that post, there's definitely truth there, one fan said. Ignoring red flags is something that many black women do, especially in their pursuit of black love. It's clear to me that Tia finally came to her senses and got some standards, boundaries, and expectations. And another fan added, finances can be a big contributing factor to divorce. I think Cory started making money and began acting differently, as if Tia wasn't the one who helped build him up. A lot of men are like that. But how did Cory react to Tia throwing shade at him for not paying any bills? Well, it looks like Cory's refusing to play these social media games like Tia, and judging by his recent posts, his main focus right now is his career. And this is why some fans are saying Tia is acting immature by throwing shade at Cory online while he's taking the high road and ignoring all the speculation. Some people are even saying that Tia enjoyed being the main breadwinner and the star of the family, and now all of a sudden she wants to shame him for not contributing enough. One fan said, Tia is mad shady, because why keep you and Cory's issues private for 20 years, and now you're acting like a scorned 18-year-old, liking posts and posting stories, trying to make him look bad. If it was that bad, sis, you should have left 20 years ago. But how do you feel about Tia throwing shade at Cory for not paying bills?
See, that proves that not all relationships break up because of cheating. It can be financial stuff. It can be when somebody gets in a different phase in their life and they just start thinking and acting differently. And of course, though, is the bait and switch thing when somebody was pretending the whole time to be somebody, not maliciously, but I guess at first they cared about making you happy. So they became this character that they thought you would accept, and then eventually they became tired of playing that character and the real them came out. Now looking at it from her side, yes, I understand. Do you want to stay with somebody and you're not happy and the relationship is lopsided and stuff like that? No. Then obviously you should be able to pull the cord. The thing is, though, I believe in marriages is incentive. Women have incentive to pull the cord because they take less of a loss and they get peace and money. Even though when it comes to millionaires, sometimes it's not that cut and dry and stuff. And I heard he might be trying to get some spousal support from her. But once again, even with what I'm saying, I'm going by what I am hearing and reading online. So I'm not 100% sure. I can only speculate on what I've heard her say and things that she has liked in the information that has been presented. But now we're going to take a look at how men would look at this situation and how You know, so for a person that's like probably the best at dissecting this type of stuff, I'm going to use Coach Greg Adams, and away we go.
Okay, you guys want to get married? Hafiz, where you at? Let's talk about her. This is the woman from Sister. She explains how she now views her relationship with her ex-husband, or they just filed for divorce. He's not really an ex. Let's hear what she has to say.
Which was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation.
She referenced a divorce as a graduation. After you done went through the entire marriage wheel. This is why you guys got to be careful out here, bro. This is after 14 years. He went through the engagement stage. He went through the honeymoon stage. He went through the investment stage. He got the car, the house, the clothes, the family trips, the school activities, soccer games, basketball games, football. And then she bait and switched them after what? Between year 5 and 12. And then she ran off to the family court and she said, I got money. Yeah, well, yep, this is graduation time, sir. Get your ass out of here. She was like, get your ass out. Graduation.
There's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now.
There go the two kids. All right, which are pawns of the court. They're the kindling added to the fire. They're what you're going to fight over. This is where the parental alienation is going to start. She's going to separate the kids from the father and then start to do what? We don't need him. We need his money, though, but we don't need him. We can do without him. We're strong. He got 2 daughters. There goes his daughters. There goes his daughters. Can you guys see that? There goes the daughters. He's never going to be able to pull rank on his daughters. He's never going to be able to properly discipline his daughters. He's never going to be able to guide his daughters no more. That's all gone now. And now they're divided. Look at this young daughter. This girl, and sorry, talking about the kids. I don't talk about the kids, but it was just on the video. Look at her. The daughter's not even 5 years old, and it's already over. Let's continue.
Now, and I feel like people look at... When they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy?
I'm not happy. Dude, one of the biggest failures you'll ever have as a human being is chasing happiness. Some people are going to disagree with me, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a lot of disappointment in life if you're trying to find happiness or you're using happiness as an excuse to blow up and sabotage and terminate stuff. You're going to be on a journey where you never freaking finish the quest. I'm just letting you know that's a loser mentality. I know some people, content creators, even push that. Well, life is about happiness. And no, it's not. No, it is not. I like to be happy more than I'm not. But hey, I know that if I feel good about myself by what I've done, happiness is the byproduct of what I've done. See, happiness is a byproduct. It's like saying the purpose of life is take a shit. Well, yes, we need to fertilize the earth. But taking a shit is a byproduct of me being able to do what I need to do to afford food, to put it into my belly, and shit happens. Shit happens. Happiness happens. Normally by doing a certain thing. All right. No, you're happy. Happy. I'm not happy. Happy. Women destroy many relationships trying to chase happiness. Now, to their defense, they're going to say, I lost myself in my marriage. Yeah, but you're the one that pushed it. And when I warn men that women are going to lose themselves in the marriage and they're going to want to find themselves. When they find themselves, they'll find themselves getting their insides pushed to their esophagus by another man. And it's inevitable. Continuing, let's play it again.
My marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And at the end of that,
curriculum, I destroyed it. Look, at the end of that curriculum, I destroyed it, and I just basically got him out here. I've separated him from the kids, and he's out there swinging, but I'm finding happiness.
Curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration.
Dude, marriage is not supposed to have a graduation, bro. You're supposed to be dead together. You're supposed to be you're supposed to die together. I'm tired of these people trying to say, well, it was a successful marriage. It was not. I don't care if it lasted 2 months or 50 years. If it ended in divorce, it's not successful. And more of the times than not, even when you stay together, it's not successful. You're not supposed to graduate. What kind of feminist bullshit is this? This is terrible. But this is how guys, I share this with you because you don't watch shows like this. You know who do? Your girlfriends, your future wives. They watch this shit and they eat it up. And then you marry them and then they say shit like this. What?
So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like I'm
looking at it now, conveniently. Now that you got the kids, I'm telling you, when women have the kids, they change, man. And why do they change? In case you're new here, it's because they discover unconditional love for the first time in their lives. They thought they knew what love is. I want to know what love is. They thought they knew what love is, and they thought they could tell you what love is, and then they convince you of it. Then they have the kid, and they go, wow, this is real love. And then they start figuring out a way to bump your ass out. Here comes another black family destroyed here. Hafiz, where you at, sir? Where you at? Another black family destroyed. Another 2 kids destroyed. For this woman to find happiness. I tell you. I'm not happy.
Wow. I just let that play because, as I say, he is like the best when it comes to dissecting how marriages went wrong and how it affects men. Now, however, looking at it on her side, and I don't think this video said it, but I saw a video that she actually met him at like a bus stop, and she was like driving around, and he was going to an audition, and she drove him there, and then that's where their relationship snowballed into where it is today. And that shows me that she does have a good heart. So, and she's down to earth because she picked the guy from the bus stop. Now, what I've learned about relationships is as you're together, you can like grow apart. But the thing is, I believe men and women look at relationships differently because of what we are told. Women now especially is all about their happiness, and not immediately once they're not happy, but once it goes over extended period of time or something, she's going to pull the cord. Meanwhile, as men, we are told whether we're not happy or we're miserable and stuff, we should stay for the kids and we should stay for the marriage. But however, the women are not told that. It's told that your happiness is number one. Your self-worth, what you deserve is number one, and you should pursue that. So unless the men adopt that same mentality, then I really don't see no reason to be tying the knot. Now, you guys that's been in relationships for a long period of time and you believe you found the one and stuff like that, hey, go ahead and do it. But I will say, after it self-destructs after a certain period of time, because I do believe we all get on the clock. And once you're together for like, I guess maybe a couple of years or so, and y'all break up, even if one is more at fault because they was abusive or something, the other person is not clear of blame if they decide to stay in that situation. I'll use myself, case in point. I could say that my ex-wife was bad with money, and sometimes she was like over aggressive in our arguments or so. But even though I can point that out, I still have to look at myself, because I stayed in the situation, or I kept coming back to the situation for whatever reason. And that's what self-accountability is. It's not putting it all on one person, saying that they did this, they're horrible and everything, and you are the victim. You are the total innocent victim, because I don't believe people are total innocent victims if you've been together for a length of time. Anyway, that's it. That's why I am leery about marriage these days. Maybe if I meet somebody that's a woman that blows me away, that she thinks totally different than what I'm accustomed of running into or something, then maybe I'll try again. I also have to be careful, because sometimes people can put on a facade, especially if you have a lot to offer, or you become wealthy, or you're very attractive. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and have a good day. Peace out.
Woman does not give you the bedroom fun. She's useless to you. And I'm going to say why. I know that sounds awful to say it like that, to objectify in that way. But the thing is this. Men don't ask for much from women, right? We want some booty, maybe a sandwich here or there, peace and quiet. Men don't want much. Women, however, taller than me, make more money than me, successful, confidence, all this stuff, right? Big dick, all this other stuff. So women require a lot from men. So men don't ask for much. But since we don't ask for much, the things that we ask for are much more important. So if a girl doesn't give you sex, bro, that's like 1/3 of what she's supposed to give you gone. 50% almost. So my thing is this. If you're in a relationship right now, for all the guys that are watching out there, you're in a relationship with a girl, your wife, whatever it is, and she's no longer giving you enthusiastic sex, start to prepare to kick her to the curb.
Emotional damage.
I still wanna run to